Pop singer Rihanna is turning heads with a burst of celebrity activism. She tweeted a topless picture of herself to raise awareness about African warlord Joseph Kony and his alleged crimes against children. It's widely reported that over 2 decades, Kony has been kidnapping children into his rebel group and making the girls sex slaves and the boys child soldiers. Mike Catherwood joins us. He is my co-host from Loveline. Mike, Rihanna's getting her message out by taking her top off. Good move? It's a good move?
I support that fully. I support that fully.
That's it? End of topic?
That's all we need to do. I mean, atrocities are terrible, and no one likes what Joseph Kony has done in his life. But if it gets Rihanna to take her top off, I mean, really, you got to weigh that on the scale.
Cheryl Lee's in. Cheryl Lee's in.
Look, I'm telling you, we all know that sex sells, and there are a whole lot of folks that want to buy into the sex fantasy of seeing Rihanna topless.
If it does something good like this, I've heard various mixed stories about Kony, though. Is it for real? I mean, is it something as bad as people
I don't think there's any debate whether or not it's real, but
but I mean, they're saying it's overstated. I mean, and my question to anybody that takes issue with this Kony thing that's taking off on the internet is, could it be harmful? No, it could only do good, right? To raise awareness about this?
Sure, but what I think it does, this entire movement, recent movement, it exposes just how much the internet can be a sheep-herding mechanism.
Yes.
For instance, Dr. Drew, on our radio show Loveline, we have a responsibility to take calls regarding sex and relationships and addiction.
Yes.
Hundreds of people, literally hundreds of people, put up on our Facebook page, you must talk about Kony tonight. It's your job. It's your responsibility. And now our Facebook page is deluged with Kony stuff, and it's really not a responsibility. It takes away from our ability to do our
job. We'll talk on HLN instead.
The hard part about that is, I dare say, a lot of folks don't even know what the whole Kony thing is going on, and a lot of them think that it happened last weekend. It did not.
2 decades, right?
Exactly.
Imagine if everybody in Africa was tweeting right now, you got to get out to Los Angeles and take. There's a sports star who killed his wife and got away with it. You won't believe it. You won't believe what happened. This guy murdered his wife. Bloody glove, and he got away with it.
Let me stay with the Rihanna story. Her father, Ronald Fenty, was also in the news this week. In a recent interview he gave to Heat magazine, he is very forgiving of the fact that Chris Brown physically abused his daughter. Here's what he says. Quote, Chris is a nice guy, and everybody's entitled to make mistakes in their life. God knows how many I've made.
Now that's interesting.
Dylan, is he telling us something?
Well, in that same interview, he also said Rihanna was fat.
Well, I've got that quote. Let's go right to that quote right now. You're going to love it.
So he's delusional.
Well, to be honest, she's the size of this pen. She's tiny.
We saw the photo there.
I saw her at the MTV Music Video Awards like about 5 years ago. She was.
Are you saying she was fat?
Okay, I am not saying that she was fat, but her father, with his West Indian self, is probably thinking my daughter was a little bit chubby back then.
Okay, here's what he said. I actually thought she was a little fat the last time I saw her. When I saw her at this year's Grammys, I thought she was back to her normal size. I used to joke with her, Robin, you're getting too fat, but I think she's fine. So ultimately,
thanks, Dad.
You know,
Thanks, Dad.
the dad, you're talking about this whole West Indian thing here, and when that dad says, you know, they make a few mistakes, listen, your daddy beat you, your husband beat you, you must take that problem back home. Nobody bring it here. That is a family problem. Him beat you, you're all right, get up, go back to work.
It's a family problem, but let me, for my viewers' sake, help people understand that when that happens in the home, people tend to then get attracted to kinds of people to reenact that stuff again.
That's right.
Dylan. What I'm saying is, if the dad thinks that she's fat, he's clearly delusional. If he thinks Chris Brown's a great guy, he's clearly delusional. But he's not alone. People in Rihanna's family are speaking openly. We spoke to somebody who was her nanny, if you like, when she was growing up. And they think Chris is a wonderful guy and that she should indeed get back with him romantically if she's not already. I just think it sends the wrong message to society, to an
Dylan,
adoring public.
We often give passes to men that mistreat women.
Why?
And that I think has got to stop. But I got